Alright, so the next flourish comes to you all the way from New Zealand. It's a very interesting take on Dan Dave's Madonna and Alejandro's Nebula, and that's a very smooth cut by our friend Chris Webber.
Hey guys, Chris Webber here. I'm going to show you today one of my favourite two-handed cuts. It's a mix of older and newer moves, got a really nice rhythm, and it's an intermediate level cut, so I hope you've got the basics under your belt, and other than that, let's get into it. So to start, we're going to start with the deck in overhand grip, and you're going to lift off about a quarter or a third of the cards. And to begin the move, what we're going to do is have the bottom left corner of that top packet, and that's going to contact the base of your thumb. And what you're going to do is you're going to release it with your right thumb, and so at the moment it's just contacting between the base of my thumb and my right index finger, and I'm just going to rotate my wrist like this, and now I'm going to push up with my index finger to flip that packet over. So in real time it just looks like this. So just lift up that packet, contact it, base of your thumb and index finger, and then rotate your right wrist, and you can use these fingers here with your left hand to catch it, and I often will use my ring finger, and then that'll flip it over. So just like that. So that's the start of the move. So now you're in this position here, where you've got one packet on each hand. Once that's completed, now what we're going to do is we're going to break off another, I would say probably 2/3 in this top packet. You want this top packet to be larger than the bottom one. Reason for that is that we're going to break off more packets from this later. So what you're going to do now also with this lower packet is you want to straddle it between your pinky finger and index, and the reason for that is because you want to be able to do this action, and even though it doesn't really look like much in the flow of the move, it actually adds a lot of flow. So being able to just pivot the packet by rotating your index finger inward and your pinky finger up will generate what appears to be a lot of motion when you're actually doing the move. So from here, so we've now done with this first packet, and now we've lifted up another, and you're going to place that onto your left thumb. So now we're in this position here where we've got top packet and then packet between two thumbs and then one packet straddled. What we're going to do now is we're going to pivot back this lower packet just like we looked at as we move the top packet underneath the middle. So again, in this position, and we rotate the packets around. So just to look at that again, so over and over again. So in real time it just looks like this. And now we're back in the same position. So adding this at the bottom really gives it a lot, because otherwise it just looks like this, and it's frankly a little boring. So here we are. We're now in this position. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this middle packet and we're going to bring our thumb back until it can almost contact our pinky on the left hand, and then we're going to push the packet onto then the pinky finger. So now this middle packet here is just straddled between my left pinky finger and my right thumb, and I'm going to now rotate it around, and the way that's going to happen is I'm going to bring my right hand forward. So we'll just run through that quickly again, and now we're in the position to execute a revolution cut. So just quickly again, cool, and now we've got 3 packets still, and now what we're going to do is we're going to lift up here another packet in the right hand. So now we're in this position, and all that you do from here is Very similar to what we've just done, where you can take the thumb, the lower packet that's currently being gripped by your second finger on your right hand. You're going to pop it on your thumb, and we're going to do the same over under maneuver we did just before, but we're going to add in a revolution cut. So when you come over and then under, now we're going to execute the revolution cut, and at the same time we're going to bring that packet back up to the top. So just quickly again from the start. So we've rotated the packet, we've done the over under, we've then regripped it onto our pinky, and then we've rotated it around, broken off one more packet, up, gone over and under, execute the revolution cut, and then back over again. So now we're in this position where we have 3 packets again, and the middle has been gripped between your 2 thumbs. So from here what you'll do is we're going to come back over and under just once more, and then you're actually going to release the packet so that it sits just on top like this. And now we're going to execute Nebula by Kuso. So you just want to literally tilt your hand until that packet is then released, and will then sit on top of your index finger, which needs to be curled in like this. So we've got now this position, and what we'll do from here is just open up a Shalia cut and just leave it open, and we're going to then, by curling in our index finger on our right hand, it's going to bring this packet up. Also Kuso has a great tutorial for this on his channel. So we're going to push this packet up, and then you're going to sandwich it, still half out, so it's still protruding out the front here. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to strip it out with the edge of my left thumb. And from here, so now that we've stripped it out partially, and now we're going to grip it between your second finger and thumb on your right hand. And then I'm going to use my ring finger to assist with flipping it over and closing the cut. So to give you just a slow motion of the whole cut, so we do this rotation move here to make another packet over under again, rotate, we do another cycle but with the rev cut, one more cycle of the over under. We've done the Nebula by Kuso, opened up a Charlie cut, and then we've positioned it in between, sandwiched, partially out, and then you're going to strip it out with your thumb, grip it with your second finger and your thumb, and then you're going to straddle it then between your second and third fingers in order to invert it and then complete the cut. So, real time. And that's it. So just to give you another angle, we'll just go through it quickly again. So in the overhand grip in the right hand, I'm going to lift up a third of the cards, and then it's going to contact the base of your left thumb, and you're just going to whip it around like so. So again, so it's really the action's coming from me rotating my right hand. So up here, and then you're going to straddle the cards like so, and where you can then do this action. So once you're in this position, from here you're just going to lift up another portion of the cards and pop it onto your thumb here. So now this middle packet is being gripped between my two thumbs, and it's ready then for me to go over and over again. And you can see here the amount of flair that this action gives, rather than just, even though it's only a small thing, looks really nice. So once you've done this, you can then, you want to bring your left thumb down so that the packet that's between your two thumbs there in the middle, you can now put it onto your pinky finger. So now it's between my pinky finger and my thumb, and then by bringing my right hand forward, I can then put it into the position to do a revolution cut. So similar thing from here again. We'll lift up another portion of cards, place it onto the thumb, and now it's the same action again, but with this the second time you add in a revolution cut. So just again, so you want to go out and under, and then it's in this second extension is the time when you do the revolution cut. And now we're in this position. So from here, you'll do one more cycle of moving the top packet underneath, and now we're in the position to do nebula. So you just tilt up your wrist until the packet flips over, and then using your index finger, you're just going to push this packet so it lifts up. Open up a Charlier cut, place it in, but it's still going to be sticking out. And then in your right hand, you're just going to strip it out with your thumb, and you're going to grip it here. And from there, I use my ring finger here just to assist with turning it over. So all in real time, just looks like that. So I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it. It's a really fun cut to do, it's got a really nice rhythm, and I hope you enjoy and get some good practice out of it, and I'd love to see someone do it.
So if you enjoyed this tutorial, feel free to check out our other videos, and of course these are ZD to our second deck of playing cards. I believe still available, links in description. Much love, do побачення!